Namaste everyone. So welcome to today's class. My name is Marina. So I'm recording this class that I was streaming actually yesterday on at Epsilon Paris Instagram. But then we had some technical issues and I'm not sure like everybody was able to finish the class. So I thought about recording it again so that you can find it on my YouTube. So having that said, let's go ahead and take a simple cross-legged position. So if you have a block or a cushion or a bolster, you have it handy nearby your mat. Go ahead and take a seated position, sitting on your block or your blanket or your cushion. A simple cross-legged position, making sure that the hips are higher than the knees. And then go ahead and relax the body, lifting up the spine, closing the eyes, resting the hands on your thighs. And then before we start doing anything here, just to make sure that your body feels completely comfortable in this posture. So take any final adjustment to just sit still and in peace. Let's take a few moments here to arrive in the space and to drop into your breath and drop into your body. Go ahead and place your right hand, 2 fingers below your belly button and your left hand at the heart. We inhale deeply, holding the breath at the top of the inhalation and opening your mouth, exhale. Let's take 2 more cleansing breaths like this. Inhale deeply. Belly rising up, ribcage expanding, and then hold the breath at the top of the inhalation. And open mouth, exhale. Again, last one. Inhale. Hold your breath. And then open mouth. Let it all out. And then release the hands and then bring the hands at the chest in Anjali Mudra. Setting your intention here for the practice. Setting your sankalpa. Something very simple, just a word that may inspire your day today on the mat and off the mat. Something that you want to dedicate to others rather than to yourself. And then open the eyes, release the hands. We're going to start straight away by interlacing the fingers in front of the belly. Inhale, lift the hands up in front of the chest, and as you exhale, press the palms forward. Bring the chin into the chest, draw the navel in. Inhale, reach the arms up and overhead, drop the shoulders down, and exhale, release. Interlace the fingers, inhale, reach the hands up. And exhale, press the palms forward, chin tucked in, draw the navel in. Inhale, reach up, overhead, press the hands back behind, and exhale, release. One more time. Interlace the fingers, inhale, lift the hands up. Exhale, press the palms forward, chin tucked in towards the throat. Inhale, reach the arms up, pressing the palms up towards the ceiling. And exhale, slowly release. Again, inhale, reach the arms up this time. Palms face each other. And as you exhale, drop the right hand down on the floor. Bend this underneath elbow and lengthen through the left arm. Inhale, turn the gaze to look up, opening up the chest, and exhale, plug this left shoulder back behind. Plug it in the shoulder blades. Keep it as pliability on your right elbow to allow the energy to flow. And make sure you're not lifting your left sit bones off the block or off the cushion or off the floor, depending where you're sitting. Good. And then from here, turn the face to look forward. Drop that left arm down. And just imagine like someone is pulling you. So keep the trunk where it is and just abandon the head down a little to drop this right ear towards the right shoulder. And just feel how this is affecting your stretch on the side of your neck. Should feel quite good actually. Good. And then slowly, slowly, a little push up with your right hand, coming all the way up, back to the center. Now the left hand grabbing the right ear. Inhale, and as you exhale, start to bend the head down to the side. Giving a nice stretch to the right hand side of your neck. And then you may walk your fingertips of the right hand away from the body to increase that neck stretch. Make sure the spine is straight. Inhale. And as you exhale, walk that fingertips back behind. And exhale, release. Reach that left arm up, inhale. And exhale, coming into a twist, bringing the left hand outside the right knee. Inhale as you open your chest, widening your collarbone. And exhale, twisting. Each time you inhale, you lengthen through the spine. Each time you exhale, you twist. Just a touch deeper. Keeping the eyes closed. Notice what's happening inside rather than outside. Take one more deep breath in and out. Good. Inhale, come back to center. Reach both arms up and overhead. And exhale. Drop the left hand down on the floor. Inhale, reach the right arm up and over. And exhale, gaze up towards the ceiling. Turning the chest to face up. Spiraling the rib cage, opening. Feeling that plug in and back of the left shoulder blades on the upper back. Good. Inhale. And as you exhale, turn the face to face forward, dropping that right hand down, down, down. Imagine like someone is pulling you. And abandon the head towards your left side. Feeling how this affects your stretch on the neck. Should feel really good. You can slowly, slowly move the hand like up and down. Good. And then slowly, a little push up with your left hand up to come up to a neutral position. And then the right hand grabbing the left ear. And then we slowly start to bend the neck. Only the head is bending with your right shoulder. And then you may want to walk your fingertips away from the body to increase that stretch on the side of the neck, left hand side. Inhale, and as you exhale, walk the fingertips back behind. Inhale, reach the left arm up, and exhale, coming into a twist, right hand, left knee. Inhale as you open the chest, lengthening, and exhale, looking back, twist. So each time you inhale, you lengthen through the spine. And each time you exhale, a gentle pull in of the navel in towards the spine. And then twisting. So deepening the twist on the exhalation always. Take one more inhale breath. And exhale. Good. Slowly inhale, come back to the center, reach both arms up and overhead. And exhale, drop the hands back behind. Palms flat on the mat. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, look up. Opening the heart. Exhale. Inhale, come back up. And now walk the hands forward. Extending forward. And coming all the way down. Maybe you may rest your forehead on the floor. Or just hover here. Make sure you're not lifting the hips and the sit bones off the mat. Finding a nice stretch and length through the spine. Good. Inhale. Start to walk the hands back behind. And exhale, come back to the center. Good. Now come off your block. Place the block onto this right side of the mat. You may need to use it afterwards. And let's go ahead and take tabletop position. So tabletop position, we spread through the fingers. The hands drop right below the shoulders, the knees right below the hips. The hands are shoulder width apart and the knees are hip width apart. Relax the feet back behind. Draw the navel in a little and start to press through the fingers, all the knuckles of your hands, slightly widening through the upper back in between the shoulder blades. So we're not completely like this, collapsing, let's say, but really engage in this, holding from the core and widening, just broadening here from the upper back. Good, let's go ahead and take a few cat-cow stretch. On the inhale, drop the belly down, lift the sit bones up, open the chest, look up. And exhale, press the hands away from the floor, tuck the chin into the chest, tuck the tailbone in. Inhale, sit bones moves up to the sky, open the chest, chin lifts. Exhale, chin tucks in, rounding the spine. More inhale, one more, open, looking up, and exhale, rounding the back, tucking the tailbone in. Coming back into a neutral position, tuck the toes under, and then walk the hands a couple of handprints forward here. And then stretch back, press back, coming into a more active child pose. Giving a nice stretch to the toes, sliding the hands forward, pressing onto the heels of both hands. Relaxing the forehead down. Good, take one breath here, inhale. And as you exhale, lift the head. Lift the knees off the mat, press through the hands, widen through the shoulder blades, and then start to press back again, lifting the hips up and high, coming into a downward facing dog. And for your first downward facing dog, you may need to pedal off your feet by bending one leg, bending the opposite leg, synchronizing the breath with the movement. So inhaling and exhaling only through the nostrils. Slow, mindful movement. Good. And then go ahead and take a neutral position. Find some stillness in this downward facing dog. And in our first downward facing dog, bend the knees a bit more than you normally do, so to really find this length in the spine. Spreading through the fingers, pressing on all the knuckles of the fingers, pressing through the feet. If you want, lift the heels up high, just to increase a bit more that length, so that you might even press the chest towards the thighs. And then drop the heels down. Straighten up the legs. Good. Inhale, bend your knees. Lift the heels high. Bend the knees. And rock forward, coming into a high plank. Bringing the shoulders right on top of the knee, of the hands. And then looking forward here. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knees. Press back, downward facing dog. 2 more, like this. Inhale. Come up on your toes, bend the knees, rock forward, high plank. And exhale, bend the knees, guide the hips back and up, downward facing dog. 1 more, inhale, come up on your toes, bend your knees, wave forward into a high plank, look forward. And exhale, bend the knees, lift the tailbone up and high, hips back, downward facing dog. Good, from downward facing dog, bend your knees, look in between the hands, and then baby step forward towards the front of the mat. Inhale, on halfway lift, lengthen through the spine, and exhale, bend your knees, rest the head down, hold your ankles self-hugging, relax the head, relax the neck, shift your body weight to the front. Good. And then from here, releasing the hands down. Inhale, bending your knees, circling the arms down, around and up, all the way up. Reaching the hands up and over the head. Palms stopped, dropping the head back. Look at the thumbs. And exhale, draw the hands of the heart center. Good. From here, let's start warming up. Hooking the thumbs together, so make like an eagle shape with your hands. Inhale, reach the arms forward, up and back. Looking up, pushing the hips forward. Find like a little arch back here. And as you exhale, bending through the knees, fall forward. Then sweep the arms back. Interlace them back behind your back. Relax the head down, waterfalling the hands up and over the head. Bend your knees more, so again, so that you might even rest your chest on the thighs. And then release the hands. Inhale, come halfway lift. And exhale, plant your palms. Step the right foot back as far as you possibly can. Keep that right knee lifted. And then here, come up on your fingertips and take a few rock forward and back. Just to awaken the hip and the groin. Maybe very tight for a few of us. And then coming back into a stillness. So plant your palms. Plant the palm of your right hand here, coming into an easy twist. On the inhale, peel the left arm up and over. Bring it up towards the ceiling. The gaze pointing the fingertips of this left hand. Roll this left shoulder back behind, opening the chest to the side. Inhale, and on the exhale, bend the elbow to find a little bit more of a twist here. Good. Inhale, reaching up, and exhale, both hands down. Coming into a high plank. From here, step your left foot back to meet the right high plank. Back of the neck is long. And then we're going to take a knee, chest, chin down. So first we're going to come down with the knees. And then you're going to shift your hips back a little to dive your chest forward in between the hands. Chin stretching on the mat. Keep the hips lifted up. Keep your tail to point up to the sky. Think about these dogs. And then releasing down. Sliding forward, coming onto your belly. From here, sending the hands back, relaxing the forehead down, coming into Shalabhasana. Inhale, lift the head up, upper chest up, lift the hands off the mat, and if you can, lift the feet off the mat. Look forward, take 3 breaths here. 1, 2, and 3. And then release. Now bring the hands under your shoulders, tuck the toes under. On the inhale, come back into your tabletop position, and exhale, lift the knees off the mat, press the hips up high, downward facing dog. Readjust your feet, settle into your downward facing dog, and then bring the feet together. Inhale, lift the right leg high, it's the same leg. And exhale, bend the knee, rotate, open the hip to the side, stucking the right hip on top of the left. Keep pressing your chest towards your left leg. Maybe gaze up towards the center. Press through the hand, press through that left foot. Inhale, and as you exhale, curl the knee into the chest, move the body forward. The weight is on the hands. Inhale, three-legged dog. Lift the right leg back and up. And exhale, step the foot in between the hands. Lower the left knee down here. Relax the feet, pointing the toes back. Inhale, reach both arms up, coming into Anjaneyasana. And as you exhale, bring the hands back behind. Interlace the fingers, roll the shoulders back, lift the heart, look up, inhale. And as you exhale, forward fold, dropping the chest inside that leg. So make sure you're not resting on the thigh, but try to enter and to move into this diagonal towards the left angle of your, and left corner of your mat. Relaxing the head down, so crown of the head is pointing down to the floor. And the hands are stretching up and over the head, giving a nice shoulder stretch here. Opening that right hip. Take another deep breath. And out. Good. Inhale, coming up. Release the hands. Reach them up again. Anjaneyasana. And then here, the right hand grabbing the left wrist, lifting this left arm up to really pull this shoulder out of its socket, and then arching over to your right side. So I'm going to turn to face you so that you can really see that twist. So we're going to lift that left arm up, and then we arch over to the right side. So here, make sure the position of the knee is right on top of the heel, right on top of the ankle bone, so that your front leg is making a 90-degree angle. And then you can hang out here, or you can pick up your block, just drop it under your shoulder, drop the right hand down, and then increasing the stretch, rotating the chest, maybe look to the left. Good. I'm going to move again. Stay there, enjoy the stretch. That's it. And then from here, inhale, come back up. Release the hands down to frame the foot. Half split, straightening on the inhale, the right leg. Good. And then if you can stay here, walking the hands a little bit back towards you, coming up on your fingertips if needed, especially if the hamstrings are quite tight. Inhale, lift halfway up, and exhale, forward fold. If you feel like you want to increase the challenge or the stretch, you just press on the heel, right heel, and lift the toes up to point to the ceiling. Again, we come up, inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, fold. Sliding the hands again forward towards the front of the mat to increase the stretch. Hugging the inner thighs in, strong through your core. Pressing onto your right heel to not lose the balance. Good, take one more breath. Inhale. And exhale, rebound onto your right leg. Tuck the toes under and then step that left foot forward to meet the right. Inhale and halfway lift, lengthen. Stretch the right forward and exhale, forward fold. Now hook it again, the thumbs opposite the other way. So if you remember how you did before. And on the inhale, bend the knees, reach the arms forward, up and back. Arching back, pushing the hips forward, and exhale, down through the knees, forward fold. Plant your palms, inhale, bend your knees, look forward, step the left foot back as far as you possibly can. We're going to start the left side. Come up on your fingertips, and then again, take a few motion rocking forward and back to find your hip flexors, your groin, your hips. Feeling your body more, waking up. Good. And then planting both palms down. Planting that left hand down this time, coming into an easy twist. Inhale, curl the right arm up and overhead. Gaze follows the fingertips. Inhale, reaching up. And as you exhale, bend the elbow. Opening more the chest. Try to rotate the chest to look up to the ceiling or the sky, depending where you are. Good. Inhale, reaching up. And exhale, both hands down. High plank, step the right foot back to meet the left. Shift your body forward. And again, we're going to take a knees, chest, chin down. So first we're going to drop the knees down. And then we're going to shift the hips back a little to dive the chest forward, bending the elbows. So sending so hugging the elbows to the side of the body. So we're not bending like this with the elbows coming out, but the elbows are pointing back as we dive forward, dropping the chest in between the hands, chin stretching forward. Keep your bum lifted. Good. And here, slide forward. Inhale, coming into baby cobra. Lifting the upper chest, the chest, maybe keeping the belly button on the mat. Back of the neck is long. And exhale, lower down. Good. Now again, inhale, peel your chest off the mat. And then as you exhale, look forward. Now on the next inhale, lift the legs up. We're coming into a Shalabhasana variation with the hands on the floor. And we're holding it here for 3. Hugging the elbows to the side of the body, 2. And 1. Release. Tuck the toes under. Inhale, come back into your tabletop position. And as you exhale, lift the knees off the mat. Guide the hips back and up, downward facing dog. Settle in into your downward facing dog. Bring your feet together. Inhale, lift that left leg high. And as you exhale, bend the knee, rotate, open the hip to the side. Keep pressing on the hand, keeping the shoulders in line. Maybe look up to the ceiling through your left armpit. Really stocking that left hip this time on top of the right hip. Inhale. And as you exhale, curl the knee into the chest. Move the body forward. Shoulders on top of the wrist. Lift the hips up high. Dome your back slightly. 3-legged dog. Inhale. Lift that left leg up. And exhale. Step the foot in between the hands. Lower the right knee down. Anjaneyalasana. Relax the toes behind. Inhale. Reaching up. And as you exhale, bring the hands back behind. Interlace. Inhale, roll the shoulders back. Lift the heart, look up. And as you exhale, forward fold. Again, dropping the body inside. your thigh. And then waterfalling the hands up and over the head. See if you can give a nice shoulder stretch. Crown of the head pointing down to the floor. Make sure you're not dropping the head down if you're too flexible. Just hold it by hugging the inner thighs together. Strong core, drawing the navel in and up. Good, inhale slowly, coming all the way up, release the hands, reach them up. And this time, the left hand rubbing the right wrist. Inhale as you lift this shoulder, right shoulder out from its socket. And exhale as you arch over to your left side. Turning the body to the right. And again, you can hang up here, or you can grab your block. Drop the left hand down onto the block. And then increase that stretch on the right hand side of the trunk. Should feel really good. And then look over to the right side. Good. One more breath. Keep the breath going. In and out through your nose. And then come back to the center. Drop both hands down, framing the foot. Half split. On the inhale, straighten that left leg. And then you can stay here pointing the toes and coming up on your fingertips. Or you can increase the stretch by pointing the toes up, pressing through the left heel. We inhale, lifting halfway up, opening the chest, rolling the shoulders back, and exhale, fold forward. So think about more bringing the belly towards the thigh rather than the forehead towards your knee. And then you can slide the hands a bit more forward to increase that stretch on the back of the leg, left leg. Relaxing the head down. Take another couple of breaths here. Leading the chest forward with every inhale. And deepening with every exhale. Good, inhale, look up, bend into your left leg. Tuck the toes under. And then step the right foot forward to meet the left. Inhale on halfway lift, lengthen through the spine, stretch the heart forward. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, this time. Circling the arms down, around and up, bending the knees, coming all the way up. Palms touch, drop the head back, look at the thumbs. And exhale, draw the hands at the heart. Samastitihi. So take one breath here, keeping the eyes closed. You can bring the hands into the heart, noticing your heartbeat and the heat created in our body. Feeling and sensing your body more. Noticing the heartbeat. And then releasing the hands, flipping the palms to face forward. Inhale, reaching up. Palms touch, dropping the seat bones down. And exhale, bending the knees, hinge forward, come all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, plant your palms, this time coming into a high plank. Hinge forward a little. Then from here we're going into side plank. So keep the feet separate this time. And then pivot to your right, onto the right hand. Inhale, reach the left arm up. Strong through the belly. And so the feet are one in front of the other. So you're pressing on the outer edge of your left foot and on the inner arch of your, outer edge of the right foot, inner arch of your left foot. Reaching the left arm up. Maybe gaze up to the fingertips of the left hand or gaze forward for more of a balance. Inhale. Exhale, both hands down. Readjust, resettle into your plank. So shift the body forward. Weight is on the hands. And then moving on to the left side, pivot to the right, to the left side, onto the left hand. Inhale, peel that right arm up. Gaze to the fingertips of the right hand. Lift the hips up high. Pull the belly in and up. Take one more breath. Feeling the inner thighs squeezing and hugging in together. Good. Look down, inhale. And exhale again, dropping the knees, shifting the hips back a little, and then diving your chest forward in between the hands, chin on the floor. Inhale, slide forward, Bhujangasana, Cobra Pose. Hug the elbows to the side of the body. Retract your shoulders back. Neck is long. Inhale. And exhale, lower down. Tuck the toes under. Press back, downward facing dog. Keep your steady gaze in between your feet. Drishti. Settle into your downward facing dog here. Take one recovery breath. And now we continue from here our standing sequence, bringing the feet together. On the inhale, lift that right leg back and up. And exhale, step the foot forward in between the hands. Back heel flat, 45 degrees angle, warrior one. Inhale. Coming up. Try to keep the hips squared, reaching the hands up towards the sky, but dropping the shoulders back down away from the ears. Inhale. On the exhale, warrior two, opening the hands to the side. So in warrior two, the legs don't move it. We're just moving the back foot opening out, so that it becomes parallel to the edge of the mat. Reaching both arms into this opposite direction, parallel to the floor, so shoulder height. And then gaze forward through the middle finger of your right hand. Inhale, and exhale, relax the shoulders, relax your face. Try to sink a little bit more down here onto your front leg. Pressing that right knee out towards the pinky. So the tendency here is that the knee is coming slightly in. So make sure you're protecting your knee joint by pushing that knee always out. Good. Flip the palm of a right hand. Inhale and exhale. Reverse the warrior so the legs don't move. Reaching up with that right hand. Slightly arching the back, looking up. Inhale. And exhale, back to warrior two. Side angle, dropping the elbow down on the thigh, reaching the left arm up and over. If you want, you can drop the hand down, either on your block or on the floor. And reaching that left hand over the head in line with the left ear. Inhale, and as you exhale, see if you can turn the head to look up, or maybe to look at the palm of the left hand, ideally. The back leg is straight and strong. Good. Inhale. Now as you exhale, drop the gaze down. Swing that left arm back, coming back into our warrior two. Bringing this forward, and then warrior two. Good. Inhale, extend this right leg. Close the right foot in. Parallel the feet, so both feet are pointing the long side of the mat. We're taking a Skandasana here, side lunge. So bring the hands into a prayer position in front of the chest. Inhale, roll the shoulders back. On the exhale, bending onto the left leg. So that is my left leg for you. Don't mirror me in this case. And then we're bending onto the left leg. So use your left leg, possibly. And then pointing the toes of the right foot up. See if you can pause here, keeping a balance. Or you're more than welcome to drop the hands on the floor and join in this stretch on the hamstrings and inner thigh of the right leg, sorry. Good. Inhale. And as you exhale, walking the hands on the floor, moving all the way towards the front of the mat. So turn again this right foot towards the front. Both hands framing the foot, lift this back heel up. And from here we're coming into a balancing pose, Warrior 3, Virabhadrasana 3. So on the inhale, a gentle push up with the back foot, lifting that leg up high, trying to keep the leg in line with the hip, so not too high. And then slowly see if you can lift the body up, bringing the hands again into a prayer, rolling the shoulders back behind, pressing the chest forward, pressing that sternum against your thumbs. Find a straight line, feel it. And take the attention, bring the attention to that left thigh. So internally rotate this thigh so that it is not opening out. And the toes of the left foot are pointing down towards the floor. Good. And then drop the hands down. Step the left foot forward to meet the right. Inhale, reach forward, open the chest, and exhale, forward. Bend your knees, inhale, come all the way up, rise and drop the seat bones down, palms touch, look at the thumbs. And exhale, draw the hands at the heart. Inhale, reach both arms up and overhead. Exhale, forward. Inhale to lengthen. And exhale, plant your palms, step back, high plank. From high plank, drop the knees, chin and chin, chest and chin. Inhale, slide forward, retract the shoulders back, cobra. Exhale, lower down, tuck the toes under, guide hips back and up, downward facing dog. Settling onto your downward facing dog. Good, and then from here we're going to move again into a high plank. So that this time, bring the feet together. So you're more than welcome to repeat what we did before. Or you bring the feet together, you bend your knees, come up on your toes. First we rock forward into a high plank. And then pivot to the right, onto the right hand. Sucking one foot on top of the other this time, reaching up with your left hand. Gaze to the fingertips of the left hand. Lifting the hips up high, strong through your core. Inhale. And exhale, drop the hands down. Hinge forward again, moving to the left side. So pivot to the left. Stacking the right foot on top of the left if you can, or just keep the feet one in front of the other. Always welcome to modify. Good. Inhale, lift the hips up high. And exhale, drop both hands down. Hinge forward. And then again, knees, chest, chin down. Inhale, slide forward, retract the shoulders back. Hug the elbows to the side of the body. Exhale, lower down, tuck the toes under, press back, downward facing dog. Bring the feet together. Left leg, inhale, lift the left leg high. And exhale, step the foot forward. Back heel flat, 45-degree angle. Inhale, warrior one. Reaching the arms up and over. Squaring off the hips to the front. Good, inhale. And as you exhale, open the arms by the side. Open that back foot out a little. Roll the shoulders back. Feel the shoulder blades back behind, retracting and squeezing. Bring the arms, the hands, shoulders height, gaze forward. Inhale, opening the chest. And exhale, see if you can sink a little deeper down here. Good. On the next inhale, flip the palm of the left hand. Exhale, reverse the warrior. Sinking deeper down into your left knee, left leg, inhale. And exhale here, side angle, the elbow resting on the thigh or hand resting on the floor. Inhale, sweep the arms up, forward, and bring it in line with the ear. Back leg is straight. Gaze forward or up to that right hand. Good. Inhale, look down. And exhale, swing that right hand back, forward, coming back into your warrior two. Inhale, extend that left leg. Close the left foot in. And again, you come into facing the long side of the mat from here. Bring the hands into a prayer. I'm going to turn to face you. And then we're going to take a Skandasana side lunge onto the right leg. So make sure which is your right leg. Inhale and exhale, bending onto the right leg. It was my knees cracking. And then pointing the toes up, rolling the shoulders back. Bring the hands into the prayer. See if you can stay here or drop the hands down for more of a balance. Just concentrating on the stretch on the left leg. Nice. Just stay there. I'm gonna take my original position. And then from here, the hands on the floor, walking the hands all the way back to the front. Lifting that back heel, right heel up, coming into a lunge. And then planting the hands, little push up with the back leg, coming into warrior three. Keep bending the knee of the standing leg here, just to keep the body a bit more soft as you're entering slowly into the posture. And then if you want, you can flex that foot, lifting that leg as high as you can. Just feel it. Internally rotating this right thigh so that the toes are pointing down towards the floor. And then micro bending this left knee slowly. See if you can bring the hands into a prayer position at the chest. And then extending the leg, bringing up your trunk. Find some steadiness. Good. And then dropping the hands down. Collect your right foot to meet the left. Good. Inhale, lift halfway up. And exhale, full fold. Bend the knees. So that you may even rest here, your chest on the thighs. Relax the head. And then inhale, look forward, bend your knees, chair pose, reach both arms up, sink that sit bones down. Bring the upper arms in line with the ears. If that bothers your shoulders, you can just stretch the arms forward, a little bit more forward. Good, take one more breath here, inhale. And as you exhale, slowly, making our way back to the mat. Ooh, yeah, finally. All right. Sorry, I'm sweating here in Goa. It's about like 35 degrees and it's only 9 o'clock. So extending the legs forward, coming into the middle, sitting into the middle of the mat. And then remove the flesh from underneath your sit bones. Press the hands by the side of your hips. Roll the shoulders back. Dandasana, first pose. Flexing the feet, pointing the toes towards you. And then slightly tuck the chin into the throat. Take one deep breath here, finding length in the spine, finding space in between the vertebrae. Well, it makes visualizing that. So imagine like an invisible thread lifting you up from the crown of the head out towards the sky. Good, and then Paschimottanasana, adding the arms. Inhale, reach both arms up, and exhale for a fold. So here you can grab hold of your ankles or calf muscle, or if you can reach the feet, you can grab the side of the feet. Inhale, come halfway up, open the chest, roll the shoulders back, and exhale for a fold. And again, think more about bringing the belly towards the thigh rather than the forehead towards the knees. So here we're bending forward, we're not bending down. So what we want to avoid is to hunch the back and find this curve on the back, but really keeping this concave back and reaching forward, leading the chest towards the ankles, leading the belly closer to your thighs, and then relaxing the head down. Relaxing the head, relaxing the neck. Closing the eyes. Being with the breath. Good. Now inhale, head up, just stop, lengthen, halfway up, and exhale, slowly release. Boat pose. So bring the feet on the floor, hug the knees from behind, and then slowly lift the feet off the mat. See if you can bring the shins parallel to the floor. That's it. And then stay here. Again, pressing the sternum forward, so the breastbone is pressing up and forward. Lifting up and away from your belly button. So we'll try to avoid, again, like closing or rounding the back here. We're really making a very long neck. You can send the knees a bit more forward. Should be easier. I mean, it is for me, so I'm just giving that tip. Maybe it's helpful. And then when you feel like you can release the hands, holding it here for 3. Reaching the fingers forward for 2. And 1. Drop the feet down. Bring the soles of the feet together. Drop the knees out. Bring the feet a bit more away from your sit bones. And then grab hold of your ankles. Inhale, open the chest. And as you exhale, widen through the elbows for a fold. So if you're particularly flexible, you might even rest your forehead on your feet. Otherwise, just hover your body here. Relaxing, recovering your breath. Now through the nose. Good, and then inhale, look forward, coming up, bringing the knees together. We do this one more time. Inhale, reaching the feet up. See if you can release the hands. 3, 2, and 1. Dropping the feet, open the knees, come forward. One more time. pose again. This time we're going to add on one more exercise. So again, rubbing the back of the knees. Release the hands by the side, stretching the fingers forward. And this time, bring the palms together to touch. Point your big toes. Inhale, take a deep breath. And exhale, bring the hands over to your right. Touch the fingertips on the floor. Inhale, come back to center. Lift the sternum up. And exhale, over to your left. Inhale, come back to center. And exhale, bring your hands over to the right. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, over to the left. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, over to the right. Last one. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, over to the left. Coming back to center, inhale. And on the exhale, release the hands. Bring them back behind. Fingertips pointing forward. Point the toes and straighten up the legs. Lift the legs up, up, up towards the ceiling. Good. Hold it here for 3. Roll the shoulders back. Hug the elbows in for 2. And 1. Slowly coming all the way down. Very, very slowly. Control with your core. Let's take a nice counter stretch on the abdomen. So pointing the toes forward, pressing on the hands. Inhale, lift the hips up high. Paschimottanasana, looking up. Pressing the toes down. See if you can touch the floor with your toes. Lifting the hips as high, high, high as you can. 3 more breaths. Squeezing the glutes. Almost there. 1 more breath. And exhale, slowly release. Nice. Paschimottanasana again. Remove the flesh from underneath the sit bones. Inhale, reach both arms up. And exhale, forward. Relax the neck. Relax the head. Relax the eyes. Good. On the next inhale, come halfway up, open the chest, and exhale, release. Nice. Now bring the feet on the floor, and then extend both arms forward to come down on our back, slowly, slowly. Again, try to find resistance. Try to resist, actually, with your abdomen as you fall down. So when you feel like, oh, the body is falling down, try to really engage and resist. Take all the time needed. Like imagine you have the whole day to do this. Good. And then slowly, slowly. Lying down on your back. Good. We're almost there. From here, bring the feet together. Keep the knees bent. And then inhale, lift the right leg high. Interlace the fingers behind your right thigh. Tuck the chin in. Flex the foot, toes pointing towards you. Inhale. On the exhale, head up. Just stop lengthening. Rocking the hands up towards your ankle. And start to pull that leg towards the body. Widen through the elbows. And then you can keep this left leg bent, or if you want to find a deeper stretch, you can extend that left leg, keeping both toes, both feet flexed. Good, take 1 more deep breath. Exhale. Now if you can, keeping the grip of the hands, see if you can lower the shoulders down and head down. Keep pulling that leg towards you. And then hug the knee into the chest. Good. And then release the foot. Both feet on the floor. We're going to do the other leg. So feet together. And then extend that left leg. Interlace the fingers behind the thigh. Flex the left foot, toes pointing towards you. Inhale. On the exhale, head up. Chest up, walking the hands higher up, climbing up your own leg and bringing the hands to grab the ankle, and then slowly see if you can pull that leg back any amount. Widening through the elbows to keep the chest open so that the lungs can have space to keep on breathing deeply. Looking up at your toes. And then again, you can extend that right leg this time, pressing firmly down the calf, the right heel on the floor. Then take one more breath. Exhale. Now if you can, again, keeping that grip with the hands, lower the shoulders, lower the head down, and then hug the knee into the chest. Tuck the chin in. And then hug both the knees into the chest. And take a few sways side to side. And from here, bring the arms open into a T, shoulder height. Drop the feet down. And just slightly tap the hip towards the right side so that you're slightly moving and sliding to the side of the hips. And then again, hug the knees into the chest and then drop both knees over to the left. Making sure that you're not lifting your right shoulder, so both shoulders pressing down onto the floor. The chest is facing up towards the ceiling. And then you can send the gaze over to your right hand. Left hand can drop onto the right side. And then deeply breathe in into that twist, supine twist. Releasing the hands, hugging the knees into the chest. Readjusting yourself, come back to your center. And then again, dropping the feet down. And slide the hips slightly towards your left side this time. Again, hug the knees into the chest, bring the knees together, and then drop them over to your right side. Right hand to the left thigh, look over to the left. Shoulders on the floor. Close the eyes. Release the hands, bring the knees back to the center, hug the knees together, inhale. With your exhale, bring the forehead to the knees, close yourself into a little ball, Uttanasana. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Inhale. And as you exhale slowly, drop the feet down, open up your arms, slide the legs forward, bring the feet as wide as the mat or wider than the mat. Flip the palms up, tuck the chin in, and take in your final resting pose, Shavasana. We did it. Allowing the body to relax completely. shutting down the nervous system. And commanding each and every muscle of the body to rest and relax. Closing the eyes, diving deeply in to that place of inner silence, to that place of inner peace. Breathe, rest, relax. For at least another minute. So today I'm going to read you a quote from a little book called A Little Book of Osho. Just a quote of inspiration. And it's about joy. And it says, when joy has a reason, it is not going to last long. When joy is without any reason, it is going to be there forever. Moving very slowly, start to awaken your body. Starting from moving the toes and the fingers, rotating the ankles and the wrists. rolling the head side to side, gently. And then slide both feet together, point your toes, and stretch the arms up and overhead. Give a long morning stretch to your body. And release. Bend your knees, hug the knees into the chest. And again, take a few rocks side to side. And then rolling over to your right side, pausing here into the fetal position. And taking the time here to be thankful to yourself for showing up and bringing yourself on the mat today, to dedicating this time to nourish your body, your mind, and your spirit. And then pressing on your left hand, bring yourself up to come back into the crossed-legged seated position. You may sit on a block or you may just sit on the floor if now is more comfortable for you to stay here. Keeping the eyes closed. And lift the palms to face up, taking a mudra here, joining the thumbs and index fingers together. Pausing a moment here, acknowledging all the efforts of this practice you've been doing today. And just acknowledge any sensation, feelings, noticing what happened in your body, noticing how you feel, feeling the body, feeling each and every muscle. There's no achievement, just acknowledgement. And then watch your breath. Maybe the breath is more calm. Maybe the breath is deeper. Maybe the breath is longer. Or maybe not. Just acknowledge that being here in this moment. And then observing your mind, your thoughts. See if there are maybe a little bit less thoughts than before your practice. Maybe not. Every day is different. Just be aware of your being right here in this moment. And then joining the hands together in Anjali Mudra, we take an Om and 3 Shanti to end our practice. Exhale. Inhale for Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Bring the thumbs at the third eye, open your eyes, Namaste. So thank you everyone for joining me today. I hope you enjoy the class. And infinite love and gratitude for to Ypsilon Paris. You can find them on Instagram, for giving me the opportunity yesterday to teach this class. And if you like to support, you can click on the button subscribe for more videos to come. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.